Opening story. Hook. Let me tell you a story. When I turned 60, something changed. Walking up the stairs left my legs trembling. Carrying grocery bags felt like I was lifting weights at the gym. And, like so many others, I thought I had the answer. Protein powder. I spent hundreds of dollars on those giant tubs. Chocolate, vanilla, even strawberry swirl. I mixed them with milk, with water, even tried almond milk. And what happened? Bloating, gas, upset stomach, and worst of all, my muscles, they still felt weak. That's when I stumbled across a truth that the supplement companies really don't want you to know. You don't need powders to stay strong. Real food works better, faster, and it's cheaper. And today I want to take you on a journey. We'll uncover 8 everyday foods, things you can find in your local grocery store, that can protect your muscles, rebuild your strength, and help you stay independent as you age. And the best part? They taste amazing. The problem with protein powders. Let's be honest, the protein powder industry makes billions of dollars every year. You've seen the commercials, silver-haired seniors lifting weights, sipping shakes, smiling like they found the fountain of youth. But here's the truth. Our bodies weren't designed to thrive on factory-made powders. Most of these powders are heavily processed. The natural compounds that help your body build muscle, stripped away. In their place, artificial sweeteners that upset your stomach, synthetic vitamins that your body doesn't recognize, and isolated protein that doesn't come with its natural partners. Think of it this way. Protein powder is like listening to one lonely trumpet. Sure, it's music, but it's thin, incomplete. Whole foods. They're the full orchestra. Violins, drums, horns, everything working together. That's the harmony your body actually understands. And here's another problem. Powders hit your system fast, but they fade just as quickly. For older adults who may not eat every few hours, that's a real issue. Whole foods, on the other hand, release nutrients steadily, giving your muscles lasting protection. And let's be real, chalky shakes every day? Nobody looks forward to that. But a delicious omelet, a bowl of creamy ricotta with berries, or fresh slices of watermelon? That's something you can enjoy and stick with for life. Watermelon. The sweet surprise. Let's start with something unexpected. Not steak, not cheese, but fruit. Watermelon. You might be thinking, fruit? For muscles? But this sweet, refreshing summer treat hides a secret. Watermelon is the richest natural source of an amino acid called citrulline. Your body turns citrulline into arginine, and that produces nitric oxide. Don't worry about the chemistry. What it really means is that watermelon opens up your blood vessels. More oxygen, more nutrients, better circulation for your muscles. Studies show eating watermelon or drinking its juice can cut muscle soreness by up to 40% and speed up recovery. And it's not just for athletes. It's even more important for older adults because circulation slows down naturally with age. And here's another bonus. Watermelon has more potassium per wedge than a banana. Potassium keeps your muscles working properly and helps prevent cramps. Plus, it's packed with lycopene, an antioxidant that protects your muscle cells from aging damage. I remember one hot summer afternoon. I had a big wedge of watermelon before mowing the lawn. Usually, I'd collapse into a chair afterward, exhausted. But that day, my legs felt lighter, my recovery quicker. I was shocked. So here's a tip. Eat watermelon about an hour before a walk, some gardening, or even housework. Notice the difference. You'll be surprised at how much stronger you feel. Whole eggs, an old friend. Now let's move from fruit to something you already have in your fridge, the humble egg. For decades, people were told, avoid the yolk, it's too much cholesterol. But the truth? The yolk is where the magic happens. Whole eggs, yes, yolk included, are among the most powerful muscle-building foods on the planet. In fact, eating whole eggs after exercise builds about 40% more muscle than eating the same amount of protein from egg whites alone. Why? Because the yolk has unique compounds that trigger muscle protein synthesis in ways we're only beginning to understand. Eggs also deliver vitamin D for muscle function, choline for nerve communication, and vitamin A to help your body build new protein. And here's a fun fact. Eating eggs with vegetables boosts your absorption of vitamins from those veggies by up to 7 times. So a veggie omelet isn't just tasty, it's a muscle-protecting powerhouse. And about cholesterol. We now know dietary cholesterol isn't the villain we once thought. In fact, for most older adults, the cholesterol in eggs actually helps your body make hormones like testosterone, which decline with age and are critical for maintaining muscle. Beets, the forgotten superfood. Next up, we're going underground. Literally, beets. Those humble red roots you often walk past in the grocery store. But they are muscle superheroes. Beets are the richest natural source of dietary nitrates. When your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, blood flow to your muscles increases by up to 20%. That means more oxygen, more nutrients, better stamina. Studies show beet juice or cooked beets improve muscle efficiency by 16%. That means you can do the same activity with less fatigue. For seniors, that could be the difference between finishing your gardening or quitting halfway. Beets also contain betaine, which helps your body produce creatine naturally. Creatine is essential for strength, but production drops as we age. Beets help restore it, and the red pigment, betalins, directly reduces inflammation in your muscles. I once met a gentleman in his 70s who swore by roasted beets. He'd eat them before his evening walks. And guess what? He started walking farther, with less soreness than he had in years. Ricotta cheese, Italy's secret weapon. Now let me introduce you to a little Italian secret, ricotta cheese. Not cottage cheese, not Greek yogurt, specifically ricotta. This creamy, mild cheese holds a power most people don't know about. Ricotta has the highest natural concentration of whey protein of any whole food. But unlike processed whey in powders, ricotta's whey is in its natural state, surrounded by fats and minerals that help your body actually use it. Once you eat it, ricotta quickly floods your bloodstream with leucine, a master switch for muscle building. Just 1 cup has about 3 grams of leucine, enough to stop muscle breakdown and start rebuilding within 30 minutes. It also contains albumin, the same protein found in egg whites, but in a gentler, easier to digest form. And it gives you calcium lactate, which your body absorbs faster than any supplement. Best of all, it tastes good. You can mix it with honey and berries, spread it on toast, or even stir it into soup. I remember one woman, 72 years old, who swapped her evening protein shake for a small bowl of ricotta with blueberries. Within weeks, she said her legs felt stronger when she stood up from her chair. That's the power of real food sardines and olive oil, the pantry hero. If there's one pantry staple I recommend to every senior, it's sardines packed in olive oil. One small can gives you 23 grams of high-quality protein, plus omega-3s, vitamin D, and even CoQ10, which your muscle cells use for energy. The soft bones inside? They're a gentle source of calcium and phosphorus, perfect for strong muscle contractions. Being packed in olive oil adds another benefit. It helps you absorb fat-soluble vitamins while calming inflammation. And here's the kicker. It's cheap, it's convenient, and it requires no cooking. I once taught a group of seniors to mash sardines with avocado on toast. At first, they wrinkled their noses, but once they tried it, they were shocked. Delicious, filling, and muscle-friendly. They couldn't believe something so simple could be so powerful. Kefir, the nighttime protector. Now, what if I told you there's a drink that feeds your muscles while you sleep? That's kefir. This tangy fermented milk drink has more probiotics than any other dairy product. Those probiotics don't just help digestion, they improve your body's ability to use protein. Kefir is rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that releases amino acids for up to 7 hours. Drinking kefir before bed literally nourishes your muscles all night long, preventing the normal breakdown that happens while you sleep. And here's a bonus. Kefir naturally produces vitamin K2 during fermentation, which directs calcium to your muscles and bones, not your arteries. I started drinking a small glass of kefir at night. The next morning, I noticed less stiffness, less soreness. It really works. Black beans, the plant powerhouse. Don't underestimate the power of plants. Black beans are surprisingly effective for muscle health. 1 cup gives you 18 grams of protein, plus folate and magnesium. nutrients many older adults lack. But the real magic comes from resistant starch. It feeds your good gut bacteria, which then produce butyrate, a compound that protects muscle and improves strength. And here's something cool. Scientists call it the second meal effect. Eating black beans actually helps your body use protein better, not just from that meal, but from the next one too. So a black bean salad at lunch, it can actually make your dinner protein more effective. Canned salmon, strength in simplicity. Finally, let's not forget canned salmon. Affordable, convenient, and incredibly nutritious. A small can delivers 25 grams of protein, omega-3s, natural vitamin D3, and calcium from the soft bones. Salmon also contains astaxanthin, the antioxidant that gives it that pink color and specifically protects muscle tissue. I once showed a senior group how to mix canned salmon with avocado for toast. They laughed at first. Too simple, they said. But after trying it, they were amazed. It was tasty, filling, and left them feeling energized for hours. So here's the bottom line. You don't need expensive powders. Real foods beat them every single time. Watermelon, eggs, beets, ricotta, sardines, kefir, black beans, canned salmon. Each one is a natural powerhouse for your muscles. Which one will you try first this week? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And if this video opened your eyes, please share it with a friend who could use it. Let's age strong, independent, and full of energy together. And don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another tip. Until next time, eat well, stay strong, and keep moving forward.